Yo, Philly 254 living life. Back at it. Now, For Honor has recently had an update that has finally enabled, playing on the Steam Deck. So recently, or I don't say recently, but in the past, it did not work. It did not play online for the Steam Deck. You could play single player, I believe, but you could not play online. And in my early days of the Steam Deck, I actually bought, because I wanted to try For Honor. I didn't have a PC to play it on. I actually want to try it out, so I actually just straight up bought it and didn't realize the hard way it didn't play. Because specifically for anti-cheat, not because it just Steam Deck can handle it, but more specifically because of anti-cheat. Well, recently there was an update with the latest new chapter or DLC or whatever you want to call it that enabled Steam Deck play with the anti-cheat. Very similar to how Dead by Daylight kind of did something a while ago, where for the longest, it didn't work with the Steam Deck, and then they did an update that happened to happen along with the actual update to one of their DLCs or whatever. And this is the result. I'm playing online in this video, of course. I'm playing online and I'm having fun. So how well does it actually play? So the first part of it, I kind of played it where I didn't really cap the FPS or anything, just let it roll. And as you can see, it kind of runs around between, depending on what's going on, between, I say about 43-ish to about 50 or so, 53, something like that. It kind of runs around that little area. And then eventually, in the video, I did cap it. I went ahead and capped it down to just 30, and flat out 30. Felt a bit smoother because it wasn't kind of moving around at that point, so it felt smoother with just capped out at 30. So I think that's kind of why I just kind of finished playing it off at. It was at 30. Other than that, so just kind of FYI, there is, if that's something you want to be concerned with, so you can keep watching and just watch it at the 40-ish when it kind of bounces around a little bit, and then just watch it at the 30 and kind of make your own decision. But I just left it at 30. Other than that, how well else does it play? I didn't see any kind of weirdness, no glitches as far as crashes or anything like that. I played through the entire tutorial because there's a little bit of a tutorial trying to teach you how to fight, and then I played one match. I'm not gonna be able to give you a full breakdown. Like some games, I give you a full 100% break. I don't say 100%, but a good healthy breakdown on how the game plays and whatnot as far as its different modes. This one, I can't in full confidence give that to you just because there's a lot going on with this game. This game's been out for a while, similar to Dead by Daylight. If you have never played it, it's gonna be a little bit daunting. So there's a lot going on with this game, so I can't give you a full breakdown on how everything works. I'm gonna give you and you guys are more than welcome to correct me, but I'm gonna give you what I kind of got the gist of. Kind of works in seasons, gives you a bit of a map, and you choose a side, Vikings, Knights, and I cannot remember the last one. Vikings, Knights, and there was one other one, just can't remember what it's called. You choose a side, it's a three-way war, and throughout that particular season, your side takes over different portions and sections of that map, and that's kind of decided by as you play online and as your team, because you kind of represent your team. You can kind of just, as y'all win, that kind of gives y'all a bit of a section on that map. Now there's a lot more going into it. I just barely broke that down properly. There's a lot more going into it, and just keep an FYI, if the actual character you play as, whether you want to play as a knight or a Viking or whatever, is separate from the actual side you choose. So you can choose to play as a Viking, but you want to play as a knight. You're like your character, that is, that kind of thing. So just kind of FYI. But anyway, you jump in there, it's you and about 4 other players. If it can't find a 4th player, it'll throw an AI on there. My team had an AI on there. It's you and those players. Y'all do y'all's thing. It's in a bunch of NPCs. The NPCs are weak. Y'all run around. You basically try to, and it's different objectives depending on what type of online gameplay you had. Mine, I'm trying to remember what it's called. I think it was called like Siege. Basically, my team is trying to take over or break through the castle of the opposing team. It's their job to defend. It's our job to break through. And you go through, you do your thing, you fight a bunch of NPCs, and every now and then you run across an actual live opponent from the other side. And you'll know. Because like I said, this game's been out for a while, so I immediately recognize I'm playing against somebody who knows what they're doing when I run into them. They dodging, they parrying, they moving all fast. I think your characters have different special abilities you can level up or whatnot throughout the season. It was like I was like, oh, okay, I'm outmatched right now. There's sometimes I ran in there ready. I'm trying to get one person, and I get jumped by like 4 people. Like, where are my people at? You know what I'm saying? So if you happen to die, two things can happen. They can either just kill you straight up. They just, the last slash to push your character down, and your character goes down into what can be, they can be revived, or you can respawn. If you choose, you get, it's like a 9 or 10 second wait before you can, respawn yourself, or you can just wait for a little while longer, and maybe one of your teammates comes and revives you right there on the spot. If you respawn, you respawn a little bit a ways from where you died at. So that's what happens if they just hit with that last slash. But then the thing is, you do have if you defeat an opponent, you have the option to, if you're quick enough, hit an execution move, which is usually by Y or X. If they execute you, from what I understand, there is no revive, and then the respawn timer is much longer. It's about 20 seconds, I believe. That kind of gives the opposing team more time to do what they got to do, because now your team is down one person for about 20 more seconds. You can see mine right there, respawn delayed right there, straight up. I got murked. So that's pretty cool. There was one point in the game, I don't know if I may let it just play to the very end. I kind of went hard for a little bit. I ran in there and started putting people down, you know what I'm saying? But no, right here, that's where I decided to go ahead and change the actual FPS, lock it to 30. So there you go. I decided because right now I think it's locked to 60. I decided to lock it down to 30, and just kind of see if it gets a little smoother for me. So, but it's pretty cool. So that's just one game. Then I think I saw a dual game where it's 1v1, and then I didn't play that one. And then there's another one, and I think it's more like a capture the territories type gameplay. And there's a few other options. Like I said, this is not going to be an extensive, this is what all For Honor does, because I would not be able to do it justice. There are probably dedicated YouTube channels and YouTubers who cover For Honor who can definitely give you that information. Look at me, just got murked again. Definitely give you that information to give you a full breakdown of how the game plays, much better than what I can, because I'm learning just as much as you guys are. The whole point of this is how well does it play on the Steam Deck. On the Steam Deck, like I said, when I locked it down to 30, it felt a bit smoother, a bit more stable as far as the frame rate. But you don't have to lock it to 30. If you want to just let it run wild, you can. And I did not experience any crashes or anything weird, no dropouts or anything like that. Nothing weird happened as far as anything as far as the gameplay other than the frame rate. So I would definitely say give it a try. If you have it, try it out. If you've been thinking about trying it out, try it out. If you never cared about this game, this isn't gonna change your mind on it. But if you're curious, you're curious. If you want to try it out, and keep in mind, Steam does allow you to always just refund. So whatever, give it a go. Now, well, let me know in the actual comments. What do you guys think? Have you tried it? If you have, let me know what your thoughts on are. If you have any more questions about it, shoot it to me. I'll research it and figure it out. It is what it is. I'm cool like that. If you like more Steam Deck news, walkthroughs, guides, tutorials, lives, reviews, like and subscribe. Cruise through the playlist. And I'm out. Well, I'm not going to be out. I'm actually going to let this just ride on through so you can watch the whole game. But as far as me talking, I'm out.
A true warrior's death.
Fight with strength! enemies! Enemy attack! Protect the ram! Warriors! Defend the ram! Warriors! Kill the rams! Clear the enemies! Warriors! Clear the rams! Moving on, warriors! Attack incoming!
They need help! Quick!
Warriors! Defend the ram! The ram is blocked! Clear the way! Protect the ram! It's falling apart! Warriors! Clear the ram! The ram is blocked! Clear the ram! Warriors! Defend the ram! The ram is blocked! Clear the ram! Warriors! Defend the ram! Now! Clear the ram! Moving on, warriors! Defend the ram!